we Muslims aren't always perfect, and what's also not always perfect is marriage. Sometimes marriages have to end up in divorce, and no one wants to go through it, but Allah gave us the mercy that there is a way out when you don't see any other way. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to decide to divorce. Sometimes that's the best decision that you make. And I didn't want to make a video about divorce, but I want to make a video about a YouTuber talking about someone else's divorce because I feel like that's not a good thing to do. I think divorces between everyone, like divorces of everyone, are between these couples or these ex-couples and Allah, and not like we are no one to talk about someone else's divorce. I think that's just logical. I think that's just empathy. I think that's just being a decent human being. I don't think the Prophet ﷺ would ever just put some people out there, like just say about someone they know that they're divorced and talk about why they're divorced. I think the Prophet ﷺ would just give the examples of a good and a bad marriage, but not really talk about the specific persons. And there's a certain YouTuber, and I'm going to I don't know if I put his name in the title, maybe I do, but since he did put the name of the divorced couple in the title, I'm assuming he's okay with it. So, well, I'm going to do exactly what he did to this couple. And I just think it's really weird to just talk about other people's divorce. And in the video actually said that he knew the husband or the man in this marriage, which makes it even weirder to me because like imagining someone you know suddenly like imagining that you and your wife or someone like you imagine you're in a marriage and you and your wife divorce and someone you just like stumbled across makes a video about your divorce instead of giving you the chance of making it a video first yourself and assuming why it happens. I think that's very low empathy. I think that's something you shouldn't be doing, and I hope you're watching this. I really hope you're watching this because I don't want you to expose you. I don't want to talk to you and say, wow, like I don't want you to lose your channel. I don't want you to lose your jobs. I wish the best to you, but I do want to say to you, it is a very weird thing to really like talk about someone else's marriage. Please consider having like a little bit more empathy. Please consider what would you think about someone making a video about your marriage. You wouldn't like that, would you? I especially if it's a divorce. So don't do it. Like I don't get why you would do that. And there's a lot of things you said, or there's a lot of things this YouTuber said to the viewer. There's a lot of things he said that was just assuming why they divorced, which is a very weird thing to do because you're like again you're not talking about your own experience, you're talking about someone else and about a romantic relationship of someone else about like it's like I don't even understand how you could like could think about making a video like that and think that's a good idea. I really don't understand that. I really don't understand what goes in your brain and thinks, oh yeah, let's make a video about someone else's romantic relationship that went apart. I really think you shouldn't be apologizing to me, but you really should be apologizing to these persons. Like, because you're assuming things, and you're assuming that the wife was jealous. Like, I think so you said something like the wife was jealous, but maybe they just decided that they weren't meant for each other. They just decided that things were better if they just go separate ways without the things that you're assuming. So don't do like don't make weird statements about things you can't know because you're not in that relationship, you're not close to these people at all. So you're no one to talk about. I'm the one to talk about their marriage, but I am someone that can actually stand up for these people and say, wow, it's really weird to like yeah. And I guess the reason that everyone talks about it, because you're not the only one, is that, well, they had a public relationship, like they decided to have this relationship, this marriage in public, can be an example to other Muslim people. And to that, I have to say, well, it was their choice, it was their risk they made, and well, unfortunately, didn't go their way. But you can't always, but like you can never predict the future. You don't know what's going to happen when it happens. Like maybe there was a really good intention, and maybe they can now show the world how to, well, divorce in a good way, because that's also an example that's needed to be out there, needed to be talked about. And sometimes couples that just seem like they're meant for each other in the public eye, or in the eye of ourselves even, aren't. Allah knows us better than everyone. Than he knows everyone. Allah knows us better than we know ourselves. That's what I'm saying here, basically. And yeah, I just really wanted to point that out. Like, it's not just you, it's just everyone who's be talking about this marriage. And I don't even know these people, but I just think it's really weird to be talking about someone else's divorce. I think that's not a good thing to do. And I'm talking these videos especially about you. I'm sorry, this is not really a good structure of a video, but you mentioned the assumption of the jealousy, which is something that happens, but why assume that of a like situation that you don't know? And there was also like you had to mention, like there was no one who asked you this, literally no one, but you had to mention that the man is getting DMs on his Instagram and the woman is not, because the man is a serious man because apparently he's successful, and the woman is not because she's not supposed to be successful. She's supposed to be a housewife. She's supposed to be good, like a good wife, a good like spouse, and that's her purpose, right? To that I have to say, both of them are probably getting DMs because they're both pretty famous, I guess, I assume. I don't know who these people are. And she's definitely getting DMs as well, but I don't think right now they would, like, this couple would be busy with reading the DMs. I don't think that I don't know really what I had to say, but I just think it's weird that you have to mention the DMs and you have to mention that the woman isn't, like, being a good woman. I think that's just really weird. I would really like for you to explain what you mean with that, because I don't think it's anything good at all. I don't, you didn't really come like across the way you had to, and I'm sorry, but I'm just, I, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't feel right to me the way that you're saying it, the way that you say, well, this woman, she's not a serious woman. But because let's just think, like you're assuming it was a jealousy. You're making it seem like this divorce happened because it's the fault of the woman, which is we don't know, and I mean we shouldn't know, because it's this this might very well be a private thing for this couple or this ex-couple, but you're assuming that it's her fault with saying things like that, basically. But what if it's the man's fault? Like the man can make mistakes as well, and the woman can be like it can be her fault. But it's again, in both cases, it's just private. It's not something that we should be like, okay, this happened and this happened and this happened. No, it's none of our business. It's between them and Allah, not between them and us. Um, There was something else that I wanted to say. I don't know, but I think that's a statement that I would like for you to well, I don't know how in any world I could be wrong in what I'm saying right here. No way I can be wrong with what I just said there. That is none of their business. And yeah, yeah, I think I think that's just the statement that I'm saying here. Why why make a video that is none of your business, and why have to like have to insult the woman for it when we don't know what about like what it is. But you really did insult this woman, and it just might be a case where they just decided that their personalities don't get along and was a peaceful breakup. We don't know that, and we shouldn't know. It's private to them. So I don't know how to leave this video. I'm sorry if that's like brought some anger towards it, but you didn't have to make this video. Maybe I didn't have to make this video, but what you could have done is just make a video about divorce and just making statements without naming names. Maybe that not right now because it's going viral right now, but what you could have done is one day make a video about divorce, think about it better, and think about it with empathy. Think about all the people who are going through divorce, who are struggling with divorce, because it's a struggle, it's a really big problem to a lot of us. And you don't have to make videos about it and destroy destroy, but demotivate the people who are in it. In fact, you really have to make videos and motivate it. And there's a lot of verses in the Quran about divorce. Talk about those things. Talk about the things that are important. Talk about the things that can actually help people. I don't feel like the video you made there is able to help anyone at all. I'm sorry if the intention was right, but I just have to say it and I just have to criticize you because things like this are, well, I need to react to that. Yeah, this was, I don't know how to talk, and it's not really in my nature to just aggressively criticize someone. I don't really like to do that, but I feel like I'd have to. I'm literally shaking right now because I'm standing up for people I don't know. Really, yeah, I really don't know how to do these things, but I feel like it was necessary that I just put his critics out. I'm curious to see whatever happens, but yeah, just keep private things of persons that are really private, really emotional, like divorces between them and Allah. Anyway, see you.